I'd like to start by welcoming you here today. For most people, the decision to engage in couples counseling is a difficult one. Why don't we start by you telling us what's on your mind today?
Well, okay, yeah, I can go first. I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I need someone who's emotionally mature, financially secure, someone willing to take a partnership role in a relationship.
That's great, Hannah. You have some well-defined and healthy relationship goals. David, how does that make you feel hearing Hannah talk about what she wants in a relationship?
I feel like those are all reasonable goals. I feel like maybe we need to get to know one another a little better.
So, how long have you two been together?
This is our first date.
I beg your pardon?
This is, our first date.
I see. Is there some reason you thought there might be a problem?
Oh, no, we've been getting along great.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm just hesitating because I don't think I have ever heard of a couple coming to a therapist on their first date.
Oh, no, you don't understand. Coming here isn't our date.
Oh, okay. I must admit you had me a little puzzled there for a minute.
Yeah, no, that would be weird. No, we're actually going to go get a drink after this, right?
A drink afterwards. Well, that's more of a traditional first date. Exactly what motivated you to come to counseling?
It just seemed like the sensible thing to do. I've been on a lot of dates, and I feel like we could have saved a lot of time if we could have identified certain issues, red flags, if you will, right from the start.
Why do you need a therapist for that? I mean, couldn't you just spend time together talking, asking each other questions, getting to know each other?
This is more efficient. You can root out the problem and correct it immediately. For example, suppose we determine that David here is emotionally unavailable. No offense, David, I'm just using you as an example.
Of course.
Then we can take corrective action right away to make the necessary changes.
That's very proactive of you. David, how do you feel about this approach?
Why not?
All right, then, Hannah, how would you like to proceed?
I have prepared a series of hypothetical dating scenarios, and I think it would be helpful to determine how David would respond to each of these scenarios.
Okay, go ahead.
Great. Scenario 1. We'll just start with the basics. So let's say we're going out for our first dinner date, and you ask me where I want to go to eat, and I say you should pick. Nearby choices are Mexican, Italian, and seafood.
Okay. Seafood.
I'm allergic to shellfish. I should have known that.
Mexican it is.
Mexican? Really? On a first date?
I don't really feel like this is fair.
Well, look at it this way. There's only one answer left.
Okay. Italian.
David, I'm gonna be wearing a cream silk top. Tomato sauce. Sorry, David, that was a trick question. The correct answer is House of Thai. That's my favorite restaurant, and all my friends know that.
I don't know any of your friends, so how would I have known?
Scenario 2. It's our third date, and we decided to go hiking. And we're going down the steep part, and I lose my footing, and I fall, and I sprain my ankle, and I can't walk anymore.
I find a flat area where you can lie down. I take off my shirt to put it under your head as a pillow, and then I call for help.
That's sweet. But there's no cell service.
I soak my shirt in a nearby stream and wrap it around your ankle to reduce swelling, and then I carry you back to the car.
You're gonna carry me like I'm some helpless infant.
No, of course not. I give you my water bottle and make sure that you're comfortable and go back to the trailhead for help.
You're gonna leave me injured, alone in the woods? Moving on. Scenario 3. It's Valentine's Day.
I'm going to stop you right there.
I think I can get this one.
No! Trust me.
Let's just move on to the next part. Word association.
Hannah, why don't you just pause for a moment and let's have David tell us how he's feeling right now.
Well, I feel like Hannah's a little uptight.
You think I'm uptight? Because I'm organized, decisive, and attentive to detail? Is that what you call uptight?
No, I'm sure you like to have fun. What do you like to do for fun?
I like swing dancing.
Okay, I tried that once, but wasn't any good at it. Do you like sports?
Not really, but I play disc golf.
Yeah, I can see how that could be a sport. Sailing?
I'm not really good on the water. Karaoke.
Don't sing in public. Video games.
Live music.
Yes. As long as it's jazz.
Board games.
Too dull. Poker?
Too competitive. Wineries.
More of a beer guy. I don't
Maybe
think
this was
that
a mistake.
we're a match.
Doctor, what do you think?
It's not what I think that matters. Ultimately, it's up to the two of you to decide if there's enough common ground for you to build a relationship on.
Finding the right person is so hard. You grow up with this fairy tale belief that if you work hard to be a good person and you follow your heart and you put family first, then you'll just naturally find the right person. But then you wind up depending on phone apps or some random encounter in a bar or some drunken interaction at a friend's wedding. It's crazy. But then you do find someone. And at first you're cautious, of course. You hold back for a while because it's scary. It's scary to open your heart and be vulnerable. But there's this ache inside you, this longing for comfort and connection, for love. So then you finally start to let yourself feel something. You tell him things that you'd be embarrassed to tell anybody else. And you fall asleep faster when he's holding you. You're both good people. And you both want it to work, and you both do your best, but you're just different from each other. You communicate differently. You have different interests, different goals. And it seems like the harder you try to make it work, the faster it all falls apart. Only this time it's worse now because your heart is broken. And you know that your heart's not going to stay broken forever, but you also know that it's never going to be the same either. There's always the small part that's going to be missing.
I'm sorry, Hannah. I'm sorry that you had your heart broken. I know what that's like, believe me. And I don't want to give you any empty platitudes like it'll work out or you'll find someone. The truth is, I don't know what's going to happen. But what I do know from our brief interaction is that you're a sensitive and thoughtful woman, and that you're smart and compassionate, and that it's important to you to form a genuine relationship with the right person. And those are very attractive qualities.
Thanks. And thank you for being patient. You're a good listener. What do you say we cut this session short and go get that drink now?
That sounds great. Thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
My pleasure. Hi, honey. I just finished my last appointment. Actually, I was thinking about maybe Thai food tonight. Italian it is.